Helen Levitt, right? Helen and I worked together for 25 years, maybe 30 years, 25 years. Helen was, she did print her own work for many, many years. She never really talked about her work. She produced some of the great American photography from the 40s and 50s. A little lady, she would come in, her film would always be rolled up. It was never cut. I would open it sometimes because it was in a bank vault, and that's where she stored it. I would open up her rolls and they would just crack in my hand. One time, a really important negative just fractured as I was putting it into the negative carrier. They were so brittle. And the way she kept them, she didn't like to cut them because she thought they would get lost that way. So Helen was magnificent. She never talked about her work. Did you ever hear her on public radio with Leonard Lopate? I mean, he was trying to like get stories out of her about her work. She would never really talk about it. What does it mean? Why did you do it? When did you do it? Whose camera? This is a great picture. These pictures are up here, so when I finish, please come up and look at them. This was taken with Walker Evans' Graflex camera. She and Walker had a relationship. It was kind of undefined, and so Leonard was trying to get her to talk about it. Helen had, for a little quiet lady, had many, many secret relationships. That's one of her most famous pictures. This is a lesser-known picture and a later picture. So we did work together for a long time, and she continued to photograph right up till she died, and she was using a autofocus Contax camera. She also photographed with that right-angle view, right? So she had a camera that she would stand here and look forward, and the photograph was being taken off to the left or the right, depending on how it was. So a lot of her images are taken. One of the things I was thinking about when we were talking about Ilford, most of these prints I have here are from post-85, and 95% of them are in Ilford paper, which I find fascinating. I'm thinking about, there are very few. Helen used to like Kodak Ectolor paper, which was a really, really very heavy yellow paper. And so what we ended up doing with Helen's pictures was soaking them in tea. I have some examples here somewhere. And we would take the print, and we would take like 10 bags of tea, put it in a quart of water, let it steep for 4 or 5 minutes, and then pour the tea over the print. It would turn the paper yellow. She loved that.